happening, PMP? S4J bothering you once again. Oh my gosh, will this guy ever leave us alone? But if you guys notice, I got a new camera. Yeah, $160. It better be good. Jeez, I paid a lot for that. But I'm practicing OU at the moment because as the time is now, where this battle is recorded, I'm in preparation of the PMP tourney that's coming up October 8th, but this battle may or may not be posted before or after that or whatever. I'm just saying that just in case this battle happens to be posted after the tournament takes place. So I'm just practicing in preparation for that. But anyway, my opponent's going to start things off with the Thunderous. I lead off with my Fortress, right? And it's a bad matchup for me. So I just want to set up Stuff Rock and then go for Volt Switch, knowing full well that I might survive or, you know, have a good potential to survive. Thankfully, he doesn't run Substitute because Volt Switch doesn't do much to anything to Thunderous. Being Thunderous is part electric within itself, and Fortress has piss poor special attack base. So I'm like, okay, Volt Switch, after you hit me with the Focus Blast, I'm like, okay, yes, I could probably take this thing out with a Choice Banded Stonage, but much to my surprise, or maybe I just didn't do my homework, Choice Banded Stonage is not going to be able to finish off the Thunderous, but fortunately for me, he didn't go for Hidden Power Ice. Well, I'm assuming that he might carry it, or maybe he misclicked, but all I know is he missed the Focus Blast, and I'm able to finish this thing off right off the bat. Oh my gosh, Potent Threat gone immediately. So since I'm locked onto Stone Edge, I have to eventually switch out, and he's going to go for the payback, predicting me to go into something that would resist obvious fighting type moves that he would do, since, 3 out of his 4 moves being Bulk Up, Bulk Up is a support move, but hey, it's still fighting. Bulk Up, Dream Punch, and Mach Punch, hey, I'm just assuming his set, or maybe he probably has Stone Edge, but he doesn't have Stone Edge because he just showed me that he has payback. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to Encore it so that he doesn't try to get a chance to boost himself up or anything like that. Or maybe he might try to Drain Punch me, considering that I might, probably try to go for the offensive. He doesn't necessarily know what kind of Polytoad I am. I could probably be Specs or something like that. He makes this nice switch out into Blissey, and I say nice for him because I went for the Encore. I'm like, okay, something, I'm a novelty set. I have the Encore, and afterwards I'm going to fling the Light Ball to get a paralysis on whatever tries to switch in. But unfortunately for me, it is a Blissey, and Blissey has the natural cure. Hence, I just wasted my Light Ball, and it's like, man, something, every time I use that stupid Polytoad set, it's like I work good with the Choice Specs or the Choice Scarf set and nothing like that, but when I try to be a little bit different, I try to use little things like that, you know what I'm saying? Everybody tries to protect, they end up protecting the turn to that fling or going to a natural cure. It's just hilarious. Oh my gosh, how much I always fail using that. So anyway, we're up against Ridiculous right now, as I try to make an obvious switch out into Ductrio to try to trap the Blissey, but he wasn't having any of that. And I'm like noticing that Choice Bandage Shadow Claw, almost forgot the name of that move, isn't necessarily doing all too much or, comforting damage. And he has a +1 Psychic, and I'm like, something, let me stay in anyway, try to inflict as much damage as possible. But fortunately for me, sorry about that, I get a critical hit. I must have punctured one of his lungs or something like that, and Ridiculous bites the dust. So I'm locked onto Shadow Claw. I can stay in, but it'll be counterproductive or whatever like that. So he's gonna go for the initial Drain Punch, finish my Fortress off. Thank goodness he didn't go for the Bulk Up before going for the Drain Punch to try to accumulate a little bit more damage and be bulked up for whatever other Pokemon I try to bring in, whatever like that. Because Conqueror isn't dying. I don't have anything to one-shot Conqueror. I mean, the thing is looking at me with Stone Pillars. It's not playing any kind of games. So I'm just going to bring in my Landorus, right? Probably get a +2 with that big Swords Dance. Nice. He's going to bulk up, which is amazing. This is going to turn into, a kind of a willpower, physical, offensive, battle of whatever. And I can't finish my joke because it's becoming corny or whatever like that. Anyway, I'm gonna get a +4 now, as he is. Oh, I thought that he was. When I reviewed this battle, it was weird. When I reviewed it, I thought he went for another Bulk Up. But hey, I'm +3 compared to him. I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake now, which is amazing. And computer lag. But I'm gonna go for the Earthquake now, right? And I thought it would finish it off because of, what I'm saying, I'm +3. I got stabbed, and I'm a genie. Come on, genies work magic. But Conqueror survives that. And he hits me hard with the Drain Punch, but fortunately for me, I am at a hefty amount of HP, where even if he does go for the Mach Punch, despite being +1, it's not going to finish me off with Stab and all that other stuff included. Even if you are adamant with 416 attack, it doesn't matter. I'm part flying. You can't do much to me. So Landorus finishes this thing off with the 2-hit KO, and that's amazing, ladies and gentlemen, that I have a lot of potent threats out of the way, with a few of my Pokemon still intact. Thundurus, I might add, is one thing I'm very wary of, and I like to keep for, you know, the end game and things like that, just because of his versatility, like Focus Blast and Thunder and things like that. But I'm just probably speaking out of... Oh, freeze! It froze! What's going on? Anyway, he's gonna bring in the Heatran, right? Now I have my suspicion. Why else would you bring in a Heatran, knowing full well that Heatran has a lower base speed than Landorus, except if you knew that you were Choice Scarf. So he's gonna lock himself onto Flash Cannon, right? Get a special defense drop, which kind of just threw me off completely. I'm thinking, like, you know, I could probably force a double switch here, but, you know, since he got the 10% special defense drop, he's going to go for another Flash Cannon. Finish me off. It even crossed my mind that since he locked himself onto Flash Cannon, I could actually bring in my Magnezone, trap this thing, and probably get, like, a, you know, discharge or something like that and have a sub up for the next Pokemon. I wasn't even thinking right there. Actually finished off the Heatran, but you know, I'm just gonna make a predicted switch as I suspected that he might go out to his Blissey. Nice switch out into Dugtrio, trap this thing, and gonna take repeated Earthquakes, Choice Bandit. Oh my gosh, I hate you, Blissey, seriously. So here comes the first Earthquake, and depending on his EV investment, it's going to be probably a 2-hit or 3-hit KO, something like that. But it's a 2-hit KO, which is nice. Tells me also if I was to try to take down Blissey on the special side, that I would have a little bit more difficulty doing that because he does have special defensive investments, I would imagine, I guess. So anyway, all I know, this is a dead Blissey. You're trapped. You're done. It's over. It's amazing. I'm completely happy that that thing is out of the way, and nothing's stopping my Thundurus now. So I think the only thing left that he has is, I think maybe Heatran and something else I'm probably forgetting or something like that. But all I know is Blissey, I'm just completely happy. But wait, as soon as I saw that Gyarados, my whole world shut down. If this dude gets even one, if he's Jolly and if he gets one DD, my whole team is finished. I don't have anything that can outspeed that thing after +1, considering that it might be just, you know, Jolly, something like that. But unfortunately for him, he goes for the taunt, which is amazing. I'm like, yes, 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 yes. You're staying for Magnezone now. It would be foolish for you to go for the +1 DD, knowing full well that you get ×2 super effective damage against electric attacks. So he's gonna have to go for the Earthquake, finish my Magnezone off, and I'm free to bring in my Thundurus, finish both his pokes off, which happens to be Heatran. Heatran can inflict too much damage to me with fire attacks since I'm in the rain, and Gyarados takes quad weakness from electrical attack moves. So I'm like, okay, let me just go for the substitute just to play around a little bit. Yeah, I'm playing around with you, except not really, because I wasn't even thinking. I was like, you know something, let me just go for the substitute just for the off chance that he might switch out into something like that. But why would he switch out? He has a Heatran left over that can't necessarily do too much, and Gyarados is up in here. Even if he went for the DD, something like that, you know, it's like, wow, that's a move that showcases that I wasn't thinking at all. All I know is I'm going to be able to inflict a nice Thunder, finish the Gyarados off. Heatran's going to come in, lock himself onto Flash Cannon, and then afterwards I'm going to be able to take it out with 2 Thunders. The first Thunder entails like a paralysis, and the second one is enough to finish off the Heatran. So it was definitely a great game. Hope you viewers enjoyed. I'll see you guys later, and I forgot my lines that I'm supposed to say at the end of my videos, like, I guess, sub to PokeMoshPit, and check me out and all that other generic jazz. See you guys later. Peace!